실수가. 요 실수 지금 나오는 거 할 겁니다.
This is a thing we can iterate over.
iterable은 뭐냐?
Now,
iterate over를 할 수 있는 거 iterable이라고. iterator는 스페셜 메서드인 next를 쓸 수 있는 것을 iterator 합니다.
Now, iterable is iterable an object. Everything in Python is an object. So a list, that's a list object. It is an object. But iterator, the thing to keep in mind is it has some extra little methods associated with
자, 요거 여러분이 실수할 겁니다.
next, but two also have a stop iteration, and this is what's going to. It's just a major difference that depending on your use case, you may or may not want it. So the game begins, and then we want to have. Basically we want to say game 1 equals false, right? And then, as long as game 1
What?
equals
Stop.
false, we want to use
Stop. 이거 뭐 하는 거야 지금? 안 그래도 시간 없는데 니 지금 뭐 하고 있어?
this. So first of all, an iterable.
조금 더 뒤로 가.
This is a iterator
조금 더 앞으로 가.
method. A special object with next method. Okay. So now iterable is iterable an object. Everything in Python is an object. So a list, that's a list object. It is an object.
여러분이 테스트 그라운드라는 파일을 만들어 가지고 요거
has some
좀
extra little
실습을
methods
하세요.
associated with it that one you can use next, but two also have a stop iteration, and this is what's going to it's just a major difference that depending on your use case you may or may not want it. So for example, let's just go over a couple examples real quick. So say X is a list. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. This iterable, is it an iterator? No, not an iterator, because we can't do print next X. Right, we can't do that. But we can
next X는
try
뭐예요?
X, print I, right? We can iterate over it.
iterable이라는 거 저런 걸.
So that is an iterable. Now recall what we're showing here is import itertools, and then down here, let's say we'll call let's say n equals itertools dot cycle x. Now this is iterator.
itertools dot cycle 하면
Right?
iterator가
We're
됩니다.
pretty confident if we're doing something with itertools on it, it's probably an iterator. So it should have a next method. So let's just print next n. Run that. Okay, we get a 1. Now what if we do 2 next n's? So as you can see, 1, 2, 3. It's remembered where it is. But what if we continue to do this? Interestingly, we get multiple cycles through here because this
1, 2,
thing
3, 4가
is
계속
infinitely cycled.
그치?
So the next question is, well, is it iterable? For I in n, print I. Looks like it is, just forever, because it cycles on and on and on.
계속합니다.
So
계속
also,
반복됩니다.
iterable. Now, what if we don't really
iterator이면서
want that?
동시에
Like, what about
iterable
x? So we've
합니다.
already
제재야.
established that x is not, while it's iterable, it is not an iterator. Can we make it an iterator? Absolutely, using a built-in function called iter. So we could say y equals iter x, and then the question is, what if can we iterate over y? For I in y, print I. And you see, okay, it appears that we're still able to iterate over y. So yet again, it is an iterator.
이거 iterator입니다. 그리고
But then
iterable입니다.
the question is, what about here? What about after? Like, what if we try to do it twice? You see, we can't actually do that. And also, for example, we could let's print. And in fact, let's not even print.
Can
next.
do that
So first of all,
하고
actually, we'll
can
do it for now.
can that
Print
하고 can do that 하고
y, basic
여러분
one,
학습자가 어디
and
있냐에
we're kind of seeing
따라가
the same thing with
부정과
sum
검증입니다.
with cycle. But the interesting thing too is you could say next y, but then for I in y, print I. So what you're going to see now is it says 2, 3, 4 because we actually
이름 안 나옵니다.
iterator. We did the next here. Now the only remaining elements are 2, 3, 4.
iterator가
And then
첫
it's
번째
done.
것은
You no
건너뛰었습니다.
longer
next
need
해가지고.
to iterate over y.
그래서 아무리
Reach
해도
the end.
1은 안 나옵니다.
Reach this stop iteration. So, the big thing to take home here is it's like, you know, you can iterate
테스트
over
그라운드가 영어
iterators.
실습을 하고 시간이 없으니까 좀
It's
더
not
뒤에까지
necessarily
실습도
an
해야 돼요.
iterator, but some iterators can be iterable.
iterator가 뭐고 iterable이 뭔지를 개념을 여기서 우리가 잡아야 돼요. iterator는 next를 했을 때 워킹하는 걸 iterator라고 합니다.
These kinds of things are iterable, but they're not iterators. And the thing with an iterator is it comes with the special next method, also the stop iteration, and you get this kind of behavior from it. You reach an end. Typically, because again, this is an iterator, also an iterable, and as you saw, it goes on forever because it's just a cycle, right? There is no stop iteration; it just goes back to the beginning. All right, bonus material for you guys. So,
자,
anyways,
이걸
player
개념을
choice
잡았고
equals
그러면
equals
이걸
that
우리한테
cycle. So
적용합니다.
then, current player. Well, in this case, we just need to always call next.
next를
player
씁니다. 우리는
choice.
next player
And
choice.
now we have our next player. So let's go ahead and test that real
itertools
quick.
했고
Break
next
this,
player
run
하니까
that. Oops, we didn't import
워킹합니다.
itertools. Let's move that up to the top. Import itertools. Go ahead and save it. Come back over here. Run it again. Okay. Well, so player. We're not printing out what player we are. We'll do that again too. Let's just do 1, 1. Okay, you can see that it switched players, but we should also probably print out which player we are. So we'll come back down here. Current player equals next, so print F. What have I done? Oh, F. There we go. Current player, and then this will be current player. Okay, save that. Let's run it one more time. Current player is 1, 0, 0. Okay, then 1. Okay. So we can see current 2 plays. Okay, great.
자, 이제 바뀌죠.
Okay.
그런
So
플레이어가
I think I'm going to stop it here.
Stop.
So we can
자, 이거를 여러분이 앞에 실습이 끝난 사람은 요거까지 해야 돼요. 요거까지 해야 되는데 앞에 실습이 안 끝난 사람은
So that works.
지금 실습은 테스트 그라운드를 만들어가 빨리 테스트 그라운드 실습만 하세요. 테스트 그라운드 만들어가 테스트 그라운드 실습만 하세요. 뒤에 나오는 거는 집에 가서 도연이 한 것처럼 집에 가서 여러분 작업해가 올려놓을